very good morning, children. Today in Maths, let's start a new chapter, Chapter 9, Measurement. So first let's learn what is measurement. Measurement is the act or process of measuring size, weight or capacity of something. So what is measurement? If you are given two pencils and asked to find out which one is bigger, how do? You compare by looking at the size, right? So that is what we are going to learn today, measurement. So measurement is the act or process of measuring size, weight or capacity of something. So let's get to know about it in detail in the class. In the text, page number 127, we have some problems. Let's start by doing that. So you can see in the first picture, fence is given. So we have to circle the longer fence. So which one is longer in this? Is this the longer or is this the longer? By looking at that, we can identify it, right? So this picture is the longer one. The second one, we have tick the taller tree. So you can see two trees. We have to find out which tree is taller. Is this tree taller or is this tree? So this is the taller one. We have to tick it. And now let's look at the third question. Measure the length of the following using matchsticks. So what we have to do, you have to measure the length. And how you should measure? You have to use a matchstick. You have to measure this pen and a pencil using the matchsticks, and you can write the answer over there. The next one, fourth, tick the lighter thing and cross out the heavier thing in each option. So in the first picture you have leaf and a bread. So which one is lighter and which one is heavier? You have to tick the lighter one and you have to cross out the heavier one. So find out, is leaf lighter or bread lighter? Find it out and do it in the text. Next one, B, we have a doll and a teddy bear. So which is lighter and which is heavier? So find it out and do it in your text. Now let's learn about length. What is length? Length is the distance from one end of an object to the other end. So for finding out the distance, what we have to do, if you are given a pencil from one end to the other end, when we measure, that is the length of that pencil. So length is the distance from one end of an object to the other end. This is what length is. Now let's learn about the non-standard units of length. How we can find out length? Let's start learning it. In the non-standard units of length, first we have cubit. So what is a cubit? The length of the tip of the middle finger to the elbow is a cubit. So the tip of the middle finger till the elbow, that measurement is called the cubit. The measure of the foot from the longest toe to the heel is a foot span. So what is a foot span? The measure of the foot from the longest toe to the heel. So that is, we call it as 1 foot span. Next we learn about hand span. So what is hand span? The length of the thumb to the little finger is a span. So which is your thumb and which is your little finger? So the length from the thumb to the little finger, that is known as 1 hand span. And we have pace. The length of 1 step while walking is a pace. So here you can see the pace, the length of 1 step, that is called the pace. So these are some of the non-standard units of measurement. Suppose you are given to measure your table using a hand span. What you have to do? You have to take the length from your thumb to the little finger and measure the desk. And you can ask your parents or your siblings also to measure the same. So can you find the measurement same? No. Why? Because the size of the palm or the hand differs from person to person. So the measurement is not accurate or correct. In your textbook, page number 128, we have some measurements. You have to check the non-standard units. Use your body parts to measure the following lengths. First one, your desk. So your table you can measure, and how you should measure? You should measure using your spans. So span means from the thumb to the little finger. So measure how many spans you got. The second one, you have your pencil box, and that also you have to measure how many spans you get. find out with your hand span how many spans you get about your pencil box. The next one, we have bulletin board. Since you are not in the school, you can use any of the board and find out how many cubits it is. So what is a cubit? From the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. So find out how many cubits. The next, class corridor. So since you are not in the classroom, you can use in your house and you can measure any of your rooms. You have to find out how many paces it is. You have your classroom, you can measure any of your rooms and you have to find out how many foot spans it is. And your class window, you can measure any of your window in your house and you have to find out how many cubits it is. So when you compare your answer, you can ask your parents or your siblings also to do the same, and you can find out whether the answer both of you got is same or not. You can find it that there is variation because of the size difference. That is why we call these measurements as non-standard units of measurement. Now let's learn about the standard units of measurement. Standard units of length. The standard unit of measuring length is meter. So when you go to a shop and you want a frock, you ask for cloth. So what you do? You say you want 2 meter, 3 meter, etc. So that is the standard unit to measure length, that is meter. So larger lengths like swimming pool or cloth is measured in meters. And the short form of meter is m. So when you see like this, here it is written 10 m. So how can you read that? It is read as 10 meter, 32 meter, 56 meter. Next, let's learn about centimeter. Meter can be further divided into centimeter. So what is a centimeter? Here you can see a ruler and you can see some lines marked on it. You can also take your ruler and see if there are any lines marked on it. And you can see it's written from 0 to 15. So this is the centimeter. The length of a scale or ruler is measured in centimeters. So you can see the numbers from 0 to 15 in this ruler. You can also see in your ruler also. Length of a pencil and eraser can be measured in centimeters. So try to find out by taking your pencil and a scale or a ruler. You can see how much centimeter your eraser is or a pencil is. The short form of centimeter is cm. So if it is written like this, what you can read it? You can read it as 1 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 23 centimeter. Centimeter can be further divided into millimeters. So the short form of millimeter is mm. And you can see that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So how we can read it? 1 centimeter, that is 1 cm, is read as 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, that is mm. So centimeter is further divided into millimeter. So we can say that 1 m or 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So when it reaches 100 centimeter, we can say that it is 1 meter. So that is the measurement. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Distance. Next, let's learn about the distance. How is distance measured? Distance is measured in kilometers. So, and the short form of kilometer is km. So, distance between your school and home is measured in kilometers. Suppose you can say from Kanyirapalli to Kottayam, the distance is 40 kilometers. So, that is the distance from Kanyirapalli to Kottayam. That is what we say, and that is measured in kilometers. Now, you have an activity. You have to find out your height in centimeter. So, how can you find out your height? You can use either measuring tape or any other instruments, and you have to find out in centimeters. So, that is the activity for you. Find out your height in centimeters. And also one more, find out the distance from your home to school in kilometer. That you can ask your parents how much distance it is from your school to home. So find out that and write that in kilometers. Here, page number 130. You have measuring length using a centimeter scale. So you can see a ruler here and a pencil here. How we can measure it? To find the length of an object, put one end of the object to be measured at 0 mark of the ruler. The marking at the other end gives the length of the object. So whenever you are measuring on the ruler, what you have to do? The one end you have to place near 0 and the last end you have which number you get. That is the answer. So here you can see that the tip of the pencil is placed near 0 and it reaches till 11. So what is the length of this pencil? It is 11 centimeters. So the pencil is 11 centimeter long. So this is how we measure on a ruler. Now you have practice coach, page number 130. First, guess and then use the centimeter ruler to find the following. So the centimeter ruler, it is having 0 to 15 centimeters. So it's 15 centimeter long. So first guess and then use the centimeter ruler to find the following. So first you have to guess and then use the ruler to find out the correct length. So length of your foot. First you guess how much centimeter it will be. After that, take the ruler and measure it and then write it here. That is in the exact measure. So first your guess, you can write it under your guess, and the exact measure after measuring using a ruler, you can write it here. The next one, length of your notebook. So first guess how much centimeter it will be and then measure your notebook and write it here under the exact measure. See, you have length of your shoelace. So here guess it and write, and after that measure and write it here under the exact measure. D, length of your handspan. So first guess it and then using a ruler measure it and write the exact measure. The second question, write the correct length and its unit. So your pencil box, how much is it? Measure it and write the unit, whether it is millimeter, centimeter or meter. B, your foot span, whether it will be millimeter, centimeter or meter. Measure it and write the unit accordingly. Next, C, your pencil, and D, your mathematics book. So find it out and write it there in the space provided. Third question we have, guess and put a tick mark in the box next to the option which may be correct. So pictures are given, you have to guess and tick it. In the first picture you can see a crayon and under that it's written less than 2 centimeter, greater than 4 centimeter. So we have to guess whether the crayon is less than 2 centimeter or greater than 4 centimeter. So it will be greater than 4 centimeter. So you can tick near the 4 centimeter. The next B, we have a toothbrush and you have less than 7 centimeter, greater than 10 centimeter. So you can find it out. How? By guessing it. So it will be greater than 10 centimeter. So you can tick it. Next C, you have a tie and we have less than 2 meter and greater than 3 meter. So it is greater than 3 meter. So tick it. Hope you understood how to measure the length. We'll be meeting in the next class. Till then, thank you.